Something happened a few days ago that made me stop and just reflect about life. And the climbing world recently lost one of the greatest mountaineers uh, they claim has ever lived, Nirmal Purja. He had done what most people consider impossible. He climbed all 14 of the world's 8,000-meter peaks faster than anyone in history. And this past week, he passed away in an avalanche while yet climbing another mountain, but in essence, for me, doing what he loved. So when people hear a story like that, the first question they usually ask is whether it was worth the risk. Now, I personally found myself asking a different question. What if the greater risk was never climbing the mountain that was calling him in the first place? You see, that has nothing to do with mountaineering, and it has everything to do with leadership. Most of us are not standing at the base of Mount Everest. We're standing at the edge of a decision, just one decision that we need to make. The business we keep postponing, the conversation we know we need to have, the promotion we secretly know no longer aligns with who we are, the relationship we've outgrown yet remain in it, the version of ourselves that keeps waiting for permission to emerge. You see, that's the mountain. And one of the things I've learned over the last year is that people are rarely exhausted because they are working too hard. They are exhausted because they're carrying a life that no longer fits. There is a tremendous difference in that. See, you can work incredibly hard towards something that gives your life meaning and still feel deeply alive. Or you can spend years protecting a version of yourself that no longer belongs to you and slowly lose your spirit in the process. I know because I was there. See, that's a climb too. It just leads somewhere very different. I like to read about the Stoics, and Marcus Aurelius once wrote that you could leave this life right now and to let that determine what you say and think. Just a different way of looking at life. It's looking at life and the world and people through a different lens of awareness. Now, I don't think he was trying to make us afraid of death. I think he was trying to free us from postponing life. Because once you truly understand that none of us know how much time we have, you stop making decisions based entirely on comfort. You begin asking different questions. Am I becoming the person I came here to become? Am I building something I actually believe in? If my life ended sooner than I expected, would I regret the chances I took or the ones I never had the courage to take? See, I've spent most of this year deep in the Amazon jungle working with my teachers who have a completely different relationship with life than most of us do. And something I noticed again and again is that people who live close to nature do not spend much energy pretending death doesn't exist because they do not hide from it. They seem to appreciate life more deeply. Every sunrise matters, every relationship matters, every promise matters, every day matters. I came home asking myself a question that I want to ask you. What summit are you avoiding because someone convince you that it was impractical. Maybe your summit is not a mountain. Maybe it's finally trusting yourself. Maybe it's leaving the job that has been asking you to become someone you're not. Maybe it is writing the book that you've always wanted to write, or starting a new company, or maybe it is repairing a relationship, going back to school and learning something new, or maybe it is beginning the healing journey that you know should have started 20 years ago. Whatever it is, your life already knows, your soul already knows. Now, the question is whether you're willing to listen to that voice of wisdom inside of you. Because I don't believe that the greatest tragedy is that life eventually ends. I believe the greatest tragedy is discovering that at the end of your life, fear made more decisions than your soul ever did. So I want to ask you, or leave you with this. What is one summit you know you are meant to climb before this year is over? And you might be surprised how many people are standing at the same mountain, wondering whether they are brave enough to begin.